Hey there, it's Michael. Welcome to Whole Again, the show that is with you as you walk towards who you're becoming. This year on Fridays, I'm sharing different tips with you. Things I've learned along the way since my last bad day. This year, I celebrate 25 years from that big accident that really sparked what I'm currently doing and sharing here on Whole Again. And today we're up to number 11, the handwritten thank you note. Allow me to share a bit more. When I was growing up, my mom, it was really my mom, not my dad, demanded that we write thank you notes to usually our relatives for gifts that were given to us on our birthday and during Christmas. And generally speaking, these were not long thank you notes. If I remember correctly, most of mine sounded like, "Dear Grandma, thank you for the $5 you gave me for my birthday." Back then, $5 was a big deal. "I plan to use them to buy baseball cards. I love you. Thank you, Michael." And that was about it. Now, I didn't really enjoy writing them. I would rather have been doing anything else, but my mom insisted, so it happened. And I'm glad she stayed honest to do them. As a parent, we also forced our daughters to write thank you notes as well. But in this internet age that we live in, I think we've forgotten the value of a handwritten note card. And before I go any further, I'm not saying that everything deserves a handwritten card. Sometimes a thoughtful email or a meaningful text will suffice. And certainly I've received many of those. I've actually sent many of those. I'm sure you have as well. But there's something different about a handwritten note card. And there's science to back this up. Back in 2018, and I'll link in the show notes to the study, two researchers, Kumar and Epley, showed that we tend to underestimate how much gratitude comes from sharing a handwritten thank you note, and we overestimate the awkwardness in sending out a card. And in other research, there is also a greater appreciation for the handwritten card because it takes more time. People know that it takes effort to go out and buy a card, write it out, put a stamp on it, and get it to the mailbox. This all helps create a different vibe or energy that brings us together. The thing is, taking time to do the handwritten note card sends a message to the receiver. It actually ties back to a previous tip that I've shared, which was all around giving a shit. Making the effort isn't much, but it says so much. And it helps us create greater social bonds. We can talk all day long about how lonely everyone is. And certainly, there is a loneliness epidemic out there. We can also talk about how divided we are. And yes, we feel very divided because the data shows that as well. But just talking about it, bemoaning it, doesn't change it. We need to take action. And one simple way is to say thank you. Again, sometimes a text message will suffice. But other times, my encouragement is to send a handwritten thank you note. And don't worry that your handwriting may look like chicken scratch. Mine certainly does. My ability to write clearly was never great to begin with. And with all the typing I do, well, that skill has atrophied. That said, going back to the study, we overestimate the awkwardness that people will judge our penmanship, and we underappreciate or undervalue how much gratitude we create by sending a thank you note. Since the pandemic, I have probably sent 10,000, close to 10,000 free stickers, merch, or copies of my Last Bad Day shift across the US and into 19 different countries on this big blue marble that we all share. And I will say, I didn't expect anything in return. Generosity is one foundational pillar of mindfulness. But if I'm honest, I was looking for just some acknowledgement that someone received it. A simple text or email would have been great. But the thing is, 98% of folks never said anything. But a few actually sent handwritten thank you notes. And those people have a special place in my heart. In fact, I received one of those thank you notes just last week. And I posted a photo of it on Substack and also on LinkedIn. Great care went into it. He actually did a drawing of pause, breathe, reflect. I thought that was really cool. His card was memorable, and now we have a stronger connection. Throughout my recovery, a whole bunch of folks deserve a thank you for my recovery. I did not do this all by myself. As I like to say, it takes a Peloton to move us forward into who we're becoming. And those thank you notes that I've sent over the years certainly took a lot of time. And during the early days of my recovery, my penmanship was even worse than it is today. But each one mattered. Yeah, it was harder, it took more time, and that's the whole point. A proper thank you says, I care enough about you to take the time to properly acknowledge you because you matter. It makes our Kintsugi even stronger. So there you have it. Tip number 11, a handwritten thank you note. In today's age where we're so busy and it's easy to take things for granted or just rip off a simple text or email, writing a handwritten thank you note, well, that's edgy. It's a bit rebellious to go analog in this digital world. And it will also help you create more meaning in your life as you continue towards the person you're becoming. And as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of our community. If you enjoyed this tip and you think someone else might find it valuable as well, I hope you'll share it with them. And until Monday's episode, I'll have another short meditation for you. Remember to celebrate your scars as golden symbols of your strength and resilience. And may our practice together benefit all living creatures. Keep pedaling, my friend. Keep pedaling and putting a positive ripple effect into the world. And if you wish to learn more about creating beautiful ripples and how to prevent a bad moment from turning into a bad day, please visit my website, michaelobrienshift.com, and sign up for my newsletter called The Ripple Effect. And join us each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here at Whole Again and discover how you can heal, grow, and become more resilient. And celebrate our scars as golden symbols of strength and resilience. Until then, remember, you can always come back to your breath. You've got this, and we've got you.